They don't believe in love because they don't have the words for it in their language. So the question is love necessary to feel loved? So many songs have been written about love, and so many books have been read because of love. Love is such a beautiful feeling. Love is such a strong emotion. Love is so powerful. But let me tell you something. For some people, love is just a word. These people don't have a word for love in their own language. They don't believe in love because they don't have the words for it in their language. You might think they are stupid, or they have never experienced love, but that's not the case. They are just different. Let's look at some of the words for love in different languages. In English, we say I love you. In Spanish, te amo. In French, G time. In German, ich lebe dich. In Italian, te amo. Japanese, watashi wa anata ga desuki desu. In Korean, saranghae. In Chinese, wiaini. And in Russian, ya libu tebia. Do you speak any of these languages? Which language do you speak? Tell me in the comments. But there is one language where you cannot say any of these things, because they do have a word for love in that language. That language is Para, spoken by a small tribe in the Amazon rainforest. They are called the Prahu people. There are only around 400 people left, and they all live in Brazil. There are thousands of languages in the world, but Pirahu is the only language that does not have a word for love. For example, if you ask them, do you love your wife or husband? They would answer, I am with my wife or husband. They don't have a word for love in their language, so they don't think of it as something special. For them, being with someone is normal. It's nothing special. You may be thinking, how can they be with their partner without loving them? How can they be friends without feeling friendship? How can they be happy without feeling joy or sadness? Well, it's quite simple. You don't need words to feel anything. The Parahu people have been around for hundreds of years. They live very happily without having words for love, friendship, colors, or numbers. One researcher who studied them said, there are no stupid people, only stupid languages. Here is another researcher. He says, love is a star. He is one of thousands of poets and writers who have used symbols to express this deep feeling. Love is a journey. Love is a rose. Love is a fire. Love is a light. Love is a bird. Love is a bird. Love is a disease. Love is an addiction. Love is a game. The list of love metaphors goes on and on. It's talking about abstract ideas like love is a unique human ability. This is true for almost every language in the world, but not for the language of the Pirahu people of Brazil. If you ask a Parahu person about love, they will talk about what they see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. They use their senses to describe love. They can talk about a kiss or a hug, but they don't have a word for love. When two people kiss or hug, they just say, she is touching him, or he is touching her. If someone loves someone, they just say, she is with him, or he is with her. But you may be wondering, what about their parents? Do they tell their kids that they love them? Well, no, they don't. Instead, they say, "Here, eat this fruit, do this task, do that." In English, we say, "I love you" to our family and friends, but the Parahu say, "Stay close to me. Do this with me. Be careful." You might think that Parahu don't know what love means, but researchers say they actually know what love is. They just don't have a word for it. It's not that they never experience love. When they meet someone from another tribe, they can tell if they like them or not. They can recognize love when they see it. If someone likes someone, they say, "That man is with that woman." But if you ask them, "Do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend?" they will say, "No, I am not with anyone." Now you may think the Parahu are weird, but they are actually quite smart. They know everything about the forest and the plants and animals inside. They can find food every day because they know which plants are food and which ones are not. They don't need a calendar or watch to tell the time because they can tell the time by looking at the sun, the stars, and the trees. We should learn from them because we are always arguing and fighting over time. We say, "I do want to have time for that," or "I do want to have time to listen to you." But the Purahu don't have time. Time is not important to them. The Purahu are happy people. Maybe it's because they don't have words for complicated feelings. They don't worry about the future. They don't think about the past. They live in the present moment. Because of this, they don't have words for future or past. If you ask them, "What did you do yesterday?" they will say, "We lived." They don't remember what they did yesterday. They don't save their memories. The Pirahu are one of the few tribes that don't have words for the future or past. This is why they live in the present. Right. One researcher said, "The Pirahu have a grammar of happiness. They're always smiling and laughing. They're kind to each other. They don't hold grudges or bad feelings towards each other. They don't argue or fight. They don't hate. They don't even have a word for hate. They don't have words for bad feelings, like anger or sadness. They don't have words for good feelings, like happiness or joy. They just live. They laugh. They play. They hunt. They eat. They sleep. They dream. They wake up. They live again. Another thing they don't have words for is numbers. The Pirha don't know how to count. They don't have names for numbers. If you ask them, "How old are you?" they will say, "Many moons ago I was born." They don't know their exact age. They don't celebrate birthdays. They don't send birthday cards. They don't care how many years old you are. They don't have words for 1, 2, 3, or 4. They don't have words for big, medium, or small. They can tell the difference between a big animal and a small animal, but they don't have words for the sizes. You may think they don't know how to count, but this isn't true. They know how much food they have, how many fruits they picked, how many fish they caught, and how many people are in their group. They just don't have words for numbers. They just say many or few. They know exactly how many people are in their tribe. They have no problem recognizing each member. Maybe the Purahu are lucky because they don't have words for numbers. If they had words for numbers, maybe they would start comparing themselves to each other. For example, I have 5 brothers and you only have 2. You are less than me. Or I am older than you. I'm 35 and you are 28. They don't have these problems because they don't have words for numbers. Some people might think the Purahu are strange, but maybe we should be learning from them. Maybe we should try to be happier like them. Maybe we should stop comparing ourselves to others. Maybe we should stop worrying about the future and just enjoy the present. So what do you think? What can we learn from the Purahu people? Write your answers in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.